Hi, happy Friday, everyone, and good evening. Yeah, as the title reads, I almost just got bit by a dog a little while ago. So to close out my evening, I wanted to go outside and walk around my block to get a little bit of exercise because I just polished off a small cheese pizza. And so I was probably 3/4 through my walk. Everything was going nice, everything was peaceful, and all of a sudden, this dog comes running out of the woods into the street, and hey, what's going on? And so this dog is like showing me its teeth, and a couple of times it like literally lunged at me, like it wanted to bite my leg, and in the moment I was just like, is this situation even real right now? Because I just went from a moment of peace to what I feel like is a dog trying to bite me. And it was kind of like, because I was feeling fear, um, it slowed time down. And it's funny because I just made a YouTube video today about how fear and anxiety affect our relationship with time. So I was feeling fear in this moment because obviously I don't want to get bit by the dog, because I don't know if this dog, I mean, this dog could have rabies for all I know, right? So if you get bit by like an animal you don't know, it's like you got to go get rabies shots. And I'm not trying to do all that. So what felt like 5 minutes it was probably more like 30 seconds, but it felt like 5 minutes. Um, I got tired of what was going on with this dog trying to bite my leg. So I figured out that to grab like a big branch from the side of the road, and I held it up over my head to make myself look bigger. And I started to shout at the dog. And the dog did retreat to the other side of the street, and it went into a yard, but it continued to like give me like this look, like it really wanted to bite me. Like this dog looked really, really evil. And then all of a sudden, this woman comes running out of the house and she goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, that's my dog." And I'm like, "Well, your dog almost bit me." And then she goes, "Oh, my dog would never bite anyone." And I looked her dead in the eye and I said, "That dog wanted to bite me." I said, "You're supposed to keep your dog leashed up if he's outside." I almost want to file a police report to make a complaint with these people, because that is not a friendly dog. Like a dog that is socialized would not act that way around a stranger. So that whole situation kind of pissed me off. Um, yeah, it was really, really scary. Yes, I know what moderator means. But like that is the first time in my life that I literally felt like I was about to be bit by a dog. Like just the look on this dog's face looked like a face of evil. And the weird part about it is it kind of looked like a golden retriever, and I've never really seen a golden retriever be aggressive like that. So I think that they're really bad dog owners. They probably neglect that dog, and that dog doesn't get socialized like it should. Because like I said, a socialized dog is not going to act like that around strangers. Um, that was a really crazy dog. But I'm happy that I didn't get bit. I'm glad that nothing bad came of it, but the dog scared the shit out of me. But anyways, other than almost getting bit by a dog, I've had a pretty good day. I worked a half a day today, and then I wanted to go get a haircut. My hair was getting kind of long and messy, and so I was looking for a more affordable place to get a haircut, because when I got a haircut about, how's it going, guys? When I got a haircut about 2 months ago, I paid $32 for it plus a $5 tip, so it came to $37, which I feel like is a lot for a haircut. But like if you look online, most places now are over $30 for a haircut. So I was asking a friend that I work with. I'm like, do you know of any barbershops in your area that price their haircuts reasonably? And he's like, yeah. He's like, he told me where this specific barbershop was, and he's like, they only charge $15. So I went to this barbershop today for a haircut, and I went in there. There was about two people ahead of me, and basically the owner is 86 years old. He's been cutting hair since the 1960s. and he works with his daughter. So eventually, he's going to hand the business over to his daughter, and I think she's going to be working with her son, and they're going to run the business together. But for now, he still wants to work, even though he's 86 years old. So God bless him. But so I sit down, and there was like this dog in the barber shop, very friendly, calm dog, and I started petting it, and I thought like this dog was maybe the owner's dog, and the dog was just there for comfort. And after about 10 minutes, one of the guys that was getting a haircut stood up, paid for it, and then he walked out with the dog. So it wasn't the owner's dog, it was one of the customer's dogs. But anyways, it was my turn, so I got up, and I explained to her like what I wanted. Because I don't know if I ever told you guys, but like I had a crew cut for the longest time. I was just cutting my own hair. So I haven't grew my hair out in probably over 20 years. And I've been kind of trying to figure out what kind of a haircut I want. So I told the woman that I want a modern pompadour with a mid-fade, which is what this is. So this is a pompadour haircut with a mid-fade. So she did a pretty good job on it. We had a good conversation. And the haircut took maybe about 15 minutes. And what I really like is once she was done the haircut, she used a nice straight blade on the neck to clean it up, like the old-fashioned barber shops. And she's like, that'll be $15. So like literally this place charged me half of what the previous barbershop charged. So like I think you would be hard pressed to find a barbershop that only charges $15 in today's day and age. But the owner is really cool. His name is Roger. And I guess it was kind of an accident that he started his own barbershop. He started off in the Coast Guard, and I guess a couple of his friends wanted a haircut. And not really knowing what he was doing, he gave him a haircut, and he was kind of just a natural at it. And then when he got out of the Coast Guard, he just started cutting hair full time. And yeah, he's been doing it since the 1960s. But yeah, imagine that. He's 86 years old, and he stands on his feet 8 to 9 hours a day. God bless him. But yeah, that was pretty much my day in a nutshell. Most of it was peaceful until the part I almost get bit by a dog. But how's everyone doing this evening? How you doing, kittens? What's going on, Lincoln Gaming? I do know what a moderator is, but the thing is, the way mods work on YouTube is like, you have to really make sure you trust the person, because whoever you select to be your moderator, you're responsible for their actions. So what's going on, people? But I'm happy with the haircut. I think it came out pretty good. There's like so many haircuts now. Like if you look at what the pompadour used to look like when Elvis used to get one, they look completely different now. Like obviously they still have like the original pompadour you can get, but I feel like every decade the pompadour haircut changes a little bit. And like just the modern pompadours, there's like 15 different kinds depending on your hair type. I literally just think it's called Rogers. But he's a really cool guy. Like I said, he's 86 years old. He was in the Coast Guard when he was younger. And then when he got out of it, he just started his own barbershop. And he's been doing it since the 1960s. So he has a lot of cool stories. And I think it's pretty cool that him and his daughter work together. It's really nice. And you know, in a world where there's so much greed out there, I feel like this is one of the few places out there where like this owner's not looking out. He's not looking to like scam you. Like $15 is a reasonable price for a haircut. Like I said, the one I went to before this one, they charged me $32 for a haircut. And you know, if you get a haircut once a month, I mean that adds up pretty quick. Blake Wheeler, I do remember you. How have you been? All right, so what I want to do is, it's hard to remember everyone's names. Like all I see is like screen names. So if you guys are comfortable, I want to write down your username with your actual first name if you feel comfortable with that, because I feel like any regulars that I have come in here, I think I should at least know their names to be respectful. Hang on a second. I kind of want another iced coffee right now, but seeing as how it's a little past 8:30 at night, I don't want to be up all night because of the caffeine. All right, so Blake Wheeler. All right, Blake Wheeler, what is your first name? And Kittens, what is your first name? And Lincoln Gaming, do you have a first name? Eric. Kittens. Eric. Thank you, Eric. Yeah, I feel like it's only right that I call you guys by your first name. Again, if you're comfortable. If you're not, that's fine. But I just feel like it's a little better than calling you by your screen name. You have a first name, Blake Wheeler? Who else we got in here? Lincoln Gaming, you still there? Okay. So your first name is actually in your username. Blake. I'll keep this cheat sheet next to me until I remember your names. Because I don't want to, I feel stupid if I keep asking what your names are. I'd rather just write it down. So Blake, how was your day, man? Did you have, are you on school vacation, summer break? You just got done with summer vacation? You guys seem to get it. I was in, oh, okay. Montana, huh? Seems like a beautiful place. I think I remember you telling me you were going to Montana. Montana looks like a beautiful place. Isn't parts of Yellowstone National Forest in Montana? Oh, Kittens, you went on a, Eric, you went on a cruise, huh? Blake, did you were you able to see any of the national forests at all? I heard they reintroduced gray wolves to Yellowstone National Park, but I don't know how true that is. Wow. Sure, they're out there. I feel like Montana would be like one of those states where it would be nice to just be free for like a whole year, where like you don't have to go to school, you don't have to go to work. Like you could just spend time in Montana just chilling and hiking and just being out in nature. I think that would be so relaxing. Like I could just imagine like how many awesome YouTube live streams I could have in Montana, out in the wilderness, with that nice wilderness back set behind me. Oh, nice, Blake. How long have you had your YouTube channel for? I want to put a comment in the comment section, but I'm trying to figure out how to do it. Hang on a second. One month? Wow, 186 subs in 1 month, man. That's not bad. What kind of content are you doing? Oh, nice. A lot of people like that. That's cool, Blake. Is that like your passion? Is that like your hobby that you love to do? Channel activity. Is there a way to... There you can find... Hang on, guys. I'm with you. I'm just trying to figure out how to do something here. Simply tap on the live stream. Oh. So what's your plans for the weekend, guys? You have any plans, Blake? You have any plans, Eric? No plans? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. You don't always have to have plans, you know? Sometimes I feel like it's draining to always have plans and feel like you always have to do something. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with just staying at home and chilling. Right? Man, I'll tell you guys. When I thought I was going to get bit by that dog, I could feel my heart. My heart felt like it wanted to explode out of my chest. I've never seen such a mean dog. Blake, my day's been all right. Like 90% of it's been good with the exception of that dog trying to bite me. First time that's ever happened to me. Some people should just not have pets. Is what it comes down to. And any dog that acts like that, to me, that reflects negatively on the owners. But yeah, my day's been pretty good overall. I'm looking forward to being able to sleep in tomorrow and not have to get up early for work. Good old Friday evenings. Anyone that's coming into the live stream, please like the video. It helps with the algorithm. I have a Frenchie named Kai. Awesome. I think I know what a Frenchie looks like. Let me see. Let me look up a Frenchie. Oh yeah, I've seen plenty of Frenchies. They're pretty small. They look cute. All right, Blake. Enjoy your swimming, man. Damn, it's almost 9 o'clock already. Where does the time go? I have a German Shepherd named Zeus. German Shepherds are awesome. Very smart dogs. There's a reason why cops use them. Oh, it's 7:49 where you are? So you are an hour behind me. Blake, same here, 8:50. So I'm thinking I'll probably be doing a haircut like about once a month. But at least now I kind of know when I want to keep it looking. I want to keep the pompadour with a mid fade. It was just like kind of overwhelming deciding what kind of a haircut I want because there's so many haircuts these days. Videos. All right, bye, Blake. Take care, man. Enjoy swimming. Eric, you still in the chat? Where is everyone tonight? It's awfully quiet. It's awfully quiet. Eric, what would you like to talk about, man? Give me a topic. I started off the first 8 minutes of the video just yapping away, so. Action figures? I haven't played with action figures in probably like 30 years. But the only action figure that I can remember that I had when I was a kid was the original Spawn action figure from the Spawn movie of like the 1990s. Do you remember Spawn? You might be too young. I wish I would have kept it in the original box because it would probably be worth a little something. What else, Eric? What other hobbies do you have besides action figures? Like editing videos? I can't stand editing. Like I just did I just did about an 8-minute video today, and it took me about 4 hours to do an 8-minute video. I can't stand editing. I much prefer doing these live streams than making regular videos. But if you like editing, that's cool. To each their own, everyone's different. What one person may not like, the other person may like. That's what makes the world go round. Hi, the Wonder Kid Drop. What's your first name? I think this is your first time in here, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen you in here before. So you like editing because I like it because the finished product is cool. Yeah. Oh, welcome, the Wonder Kid. Thanks for coming in. Um, yeah, Eric, like that's perfectly fine if you like editing. I think it depends on like your personality type. I kind of try to be like a perfectionist, and so when it comes to like editing, even like just a 10-minute video, I find it to be like pretty tedious. What are you up to, the Wonder Kid? What are you up to on this Friday evening? I just love Friday nights. It's nice to get the work week over with and just kind of have the weekend to myself. So you're just hanging out in this live chat, the Wonder Kid? What about the weekend? Any weekend plans? Nothing planned, huh? You just hanging out at home, taking it easy? Like video games? You playing video games this weekend? What do you have, like a Nintendo Switch or a PS5 or an Xbox Series X? What do you like to play on? Eric, if you're still there, man, feel free to keep talking. Oh, you have a PS5 and a PC, huh? Are you going to be getting GTA 6? Oh, that's awesome. I don't really understand like all those, like some people do like PC builds and all that stuff for video gaming. I don't know too much about it. I've always been a console gamer. I like to plug and play. I have the Wonder Kid. I have an Xbox Series X, a Nintendo Switch OLED, and a PS4 Pro, and a PS3 Fat from like 2008. I really like the Nintendo Switch OLED. I didn't really bother getting the Switch 2. I didn't really feel like it was necessary for the amount of time that I use it. I haven't used the Xbox Series X much at all for like the last year, but I have a feeling that's going to change when GTA 6 comes out in November. That's going to be like an awesome time. It's going to come out November 19th. So it's going to be like a week before Thanksgiving. So it's like a time of the year where like everyone slows down. We're all inside because of the cold weather. So like GTA 6 is going to be like a nice game to get through the winter time with. I also have a PS2. Oh wow, that is awesome. There's a website called DK Oldies where you can buy old consoles from. Like I think you can get Nintendo 64 from there. I think you can get like some of the Nintendos on there, but like they have like a lot of retro gaming on there, which is cool. PS2 is a great system. A lot of good games. Actually, I think the PS2 generation. I think that's when PlayStation was at its best. That's when they had the best games. Honestly. But yeah, I've had all the PlayStations except PlayStation 5. I never got a PlayStation 5, but I had PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4. But people started propaganda in DK Oldies. Yeah, I mean, it seems like, I don't know, it seems like an alright website to buy retro gaming. I mean, you're not going to get consoles that old in perfect working condition. Like they're going to have some dust inside of them. I mean, I can't see them taking every single system apart and getting every speck of dust out of them. Kittens, like what propaganda specifically? Or Eric, I should say. Eric, what propaganda are you referring to about the DK oldies? They were still dirty and didn't work. I mean, they must be somewhat reputable because, I mean, the website is still up there and people still buy stuff from the website, so they can't be too bad. Don't mind me, guys. I gotta do a couple push-ups. I used to be able to do 50 of them in one shot, but I kind of got away from doing push-ups every day. It feels like 2022 was yesterday, but it was 4 years ago. Yeah, man, it's just time does fly by. How old are you, the Wonder Kid? I think that our emotions in general can affect the way we perceive time. 14. Well, you're young. Wait till you become an adult. Time goes by even quicker. Like, it's scientifically proven that as you get older, time goes by even quicker. But I think it's something more sinister than that. I think there's something more at play than just getting older. I think the world that we live in right now is a very anxious world. Everything's fear-based. You have the 24/7 news cycles, and you have events happening each and every day, events that you have no control over, and events that are happening all around the world, and a lot of the events are not good events. You know, you got wars, you got crime, you got gun violence, and then you have all the social media platforms that, like, a lot of us are addicted to, and then, you know, we're comparing our lives to their lives, and you know, a lot of times that leaves us sad, depressed, and anxious. And the thing about anxiety is chronic anxiety speeds our time up. And so literally, anxiety is stealing our time. And that's why the days, the weeks, the months, the years all go by so fast, because all this neurological stress from this anxious world that we live in, it's literally speeding our time up. And that's why it feels like time's going by so quick. And there's an old saying that goes, people that forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future live very fast and anxious lives. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of studying on that topic, and yeah, like, you know, some of our emotions really affect our relationship with time. Like, fear does the exact opposite of chronic anxiety. Fear slows time down. And I can remember like moments in my life where I've been in a state of fear, and time does slow down, like that, you know, that incident about an hour ago with that dog that almost bit me. Like, I felt fear, and the fear slowed time down. But when I think about times that I've been anxious, time seems to go by faster. So think about that one. But you're only 14. Wait till you get older. The way you talk, it sounds like you're 30 years old. I don't mean that in a bad way. You just seem You seem very mature for 14 years old. What's going on, people? I see 5 people in the chat. Comment down below. Yeah, you don't sound like you're 14 years old. You're talking about how fast time goes by. Like when I was a kid, I felt like days were 3 times longer than they are now. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what it feels like. Like when I was younger, like I would have like multiple jobs and I would do multiple things throughout the day and I would still have time for friends. And now that I'm older, it's like I have one full-time job and there never seems to be enough time in the day to do everything that I want to do. Like time is completely different than it was when I was a kid. And I feel like time in general, my experience with time is different now than it even was 10 years ago. It's really, really scary, actually. Like you get to a point where you wake up and you're 40 years old and you really want time to slow down, but that's not the reality of it. While I was gone, I was building Legos. Awesome. Yeah, in like 2016, it was a really different world. I mean, that was before, that was like 4 years before the pandemic. I mean, just think about like this last 6 years, right? The last 6 years, how much life has changed. I feel like, I mean, this isn't everyone, but it just seems like people are different now. People being locked down for a couple of years during the pandemic. It's like, I feel like that really changed people. It just seems like there's less people that want to start a conversation. There's less people that want to make eye contact. It kind of just seems like people are in their own world and they don't want to be bothered. But it makes for like a sad, cold world. And I know that's not the whole world. That's just what I've seen in my own personal space. I know it's probably not like that everywhere. I'm sure there's probably plenty of people out there that are old-fashioned, that love to have conversations and meet new people. I just don't come across many of them here. Yeah. Yeah, the Wonder Kid. You're making me feel old, man. Oh, man. Oh. I wonder if I pull this live stream up on my laptop, if I can see the comments here, too. Let's see. My channel, live. Yes, there's the live. Oh, I can see myself on the computer too. Can I? Oh, that's kind of weird. I can't open the chat on my laptop, which is kind of weird. I mean, I would say it's like, I would say I'm Christian religion, but like, I'm not like overly religious. I don't go to church on Sundays. Oh, there's the chat. I see the chat now. There it is. There it is. I like the chat on the laptop better. It's bigger. Hang on. Dang it. There it is. All right, so I can add comments on my laptop, but not my phone. All right. Trying to encourage people to talk, because a lot of the people that come on here, they kind of like come in and then they disappear. All right. Oh, you're a Muslim, huh? So you take your religion seriously? Hi, Eric. Welcome back. Nice, man. Nice. I'll tell you, for a Friday night, YouTube's kind of dead. Not many people on here. The Wonder Kid, what is your profile picture of? Oh, spending 5. Of a specific YouTuber? How long has it been since you started the stream? Is that what you meant to say? I've been streaming for almost 45 minutes. Goes by fast. You know what they say, right? Time flies when you're having fun. Oh, it's kind of weird seeing myself on the laptop and the phone, but like when I see the stream on the laptop, it's delayed by like at least 10 seconds, which is normal. What team do I think is going to win the World Cup? I'm going to go with either Spain or England. Yeah, they did lose, huh? I'm rooting for England. I am half German, so I was speaking to there was a guy visiting my work from Germany, and he was talking about like how things are different there compared to America. And he was telling me like where he works, they only work 7-hour days, 5 days a week. So they work 35 hours, and they start with 6 weeks of vacation. Imagine starting with 6 weeks of vacation at a new job. Bye, Eric. I mean, I'd be working 9-hour days. I'd like to work a 7-hour day with 6 weeks of vacation. Like, they definitely give you, they seem to give you, like, better benefits in Europe than they do here in America. I will remember you. Please come on to the next stream. Keep an eye out for my next live stream. It probably won't be... If I stream at all this weekend, it'll be tomorrow, late morning, early afternoon. Other than that, I probably won't stream until Monday or Tuesday. A boat of water? What do you mean, the Wonder Kid? Oh yeah. Hey, hey. Ugh. I'd like to go to another country though for a couple of months. It would be nice, but it's hard. Once you have a job, it's really hard to get away for any longer than a month. But I feel like if I go to another country, like I want to take like a whole year off and just go on an adventure. But like it's just really hard when you're tied to a job. Messi or Ronaldo? I'd probably pick Messi. When does the World Cup end? Does it end this month or next month? Coop Dog, what's up? You're a newbie in here. I've never seen you before, but welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming on in. What are you up to on this Friday evening? Any weekend plans? Do I know MGK? No. Can you specify? I'm not familiar with that abbreviation. I gotta get up and stretch a little bit. Oy. He is a singer, rapper. He has a beef with Eminem. I don't know. I'd have to look him up. What's his full name? Is MGK his rap name? Does he have a full name? Ugh. I have a beef with Eminem. Too many of his albums suck. I mean, Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, like those were good albums, but I feel like a lot of his albums were trash because he was high on drugs. Okay, Machine Gun Kelly, yeah, I've heard of him. That guy is a rapper? My God. Yeah, I don't think Machine Gun Kelly is anyone that I would listen to. He's 36 years old. Is that what you're listening to now? Oh, MGK is performing in Japan in August? Huh. People in Japan actually listen to that guy? Interesting. Hey, he's been around for a while, but I don't know that I've ever listened to a single one of his songs. I was a Tupac and Biggie guy. Tupac and Biggie, two of the best. They died far too young. I still think Puff Daddy had something to do with Tupac's death. Yeah, I probably won't put his music on though. Like just looking at him, like he's not the type of person I'd want to listen to. Honestly. I don't like his tattoos at all. Just not my style. What's up, man? I don't know why he did that. What are you referring to? You guys gotta be more specific. Did the full body tattoo. I have no idea why he did that. Full body tattoos just don't look good. And can you imagine when if he lives to be 60 years old, what that's gonna look like? I mean, like some people just live in the moment and they don't think about their future selves. It's like the same kind of people that smoke cigarettes. Like they're enjoying the moment, but they're not thinking about their future self. Like I went to pick up a small cheese pizza at the local pizza shop in my town, and I got out of my car, and as I'm walking into the pizza place, there was an old guy. He looked like he was in his mid-60s. He had oxygen with a nasal cannula, so he obviously had breathing problems, and continues to smoke the cigarette even though he is on oxygen. Some people just can't stop. What's up, Amy? Yeah, imagine this guy had a nasal cannula up his nose with the oxygen and he's smoking a cigarette. And like, you know, the cigarette probably gave him the COPD and emphysema, right? Do you think that would be like cue enough to stop smoking? But for some people, the addiction's so strong they can't quit it no matter what. And I feel for people that have severe addictions like that. I really do. But if you're on oxygen with the nasal cannula going up your nose, you should probably stop smoking cigarettes. You know, I know all about breathing problems. My dad, he was a smoker for many years, and he quit about 20 years ago, but it had already done some damage, and he ended up needing a double lung transplant. He got that last year, and it's quite the recovery after a double lung transplant. It took him about a year and a half before he could start walking on his own and drive. So don't ever take healthy lungs and the yeah, I'll tell you, man, like a double lung transplant is no joke. They just rip you open and gut you. It's like an 8-hour surgery. I gotta go before I fall asleep. Blah, blah. All right, man. Feel free to come into a future stream. Amy, you still there? What are you up to on this Friday evening besides being in this live chat? What's up, peoples? What do you want to talk about? You don't gotta be so quiet. All right, I'm gonna be going soon if more people don't come in this live chat. I feel like it's kind of dead and too quiet. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going. It's been a long day, but I should be live streaming again soon. So hope you all have a good night and a good weekend.